Okay, is there anything I'm forgetting about this game? Yeah, basically GTA Clone. We're gonna be here together for a very long time, so I hope you strap in. You also might have noticed that I haven't started the timer yet. That's because I don't have control over my character that I just made. And the timer starts when we get control over the character. Uh, I'm I was also gonna I was considering like muting often through cutscenes, but I'm just gonna be a little more quiet than usual, just so people get to follow along with the story. So this game is a licensed movie game made by EA. Um, it's basically about like the first Godfather movie, but it puts you in like the main events that happen throughout the game. There isn't any game audio. It's running on OBS. I've like double or triple checked. So I don't know if that's on the restreams end. It's a good thing I have subtitles on then.
One more thing, my friend. I need you to find something for me.
Want you just any kind of loot, huh? Just cause you drove the fucking car? I'm the leader of this gang, and you get what I say you get. Stay down, punk!
So yeah, maybe then I'll like explain what's happening. So basically, Don Corleone's daughter is like having a wedding. Oh, now there is. Okay, it's there. Good.
My name is Luca Brasi.
Seems quiet. I can't really. I can't increase it without the game spazzing out and having to like restart watching this cutscene. So it's gonna have to stay quiet like this. I do apologize for it. But I hope my winning personality makes up for it. So timer starts here,
Right there.
and here they basically help you go through like the combat system.
Just do what he says.
The fastest way to kill somebody in melee is to choke them, and then we go stand here for the second guy. It's actually a little faster to fight him than it is to actually choke him out.
Come take a walk.
And then here is like the main speed tech for this game, you could say, which is the dialogue skips. So basically, we time a grab as we talk to the NPC, and then the dialogue will override itself, and we get to skip it. Saves a little time in some cases. It saves a bunch of time in other cases. So then we get to go to the save house. There's no autosave in this game, so this is the way that you save. And that would be the first mission. Now we go pick up the phone.
Luca's gonna meet you out.
I'll walk into the marker for the second one. So next up is another cutscene, which I will be a little quiet for.
Hey, kid. Let's take a walk.
Also, I hope you like the character I made
It's less crowded.
for this run. This game also has character creation,
Makes it easier
so
for a man to get his business done. I make good money. I help the family. I get a little action on the side. But one thing must be understood. I would never go against the Godfather.
that's not what I said, Peter. You obviously misheard me.
Man I respect. Old Emilio. He doesn't seem to give a damn about paying us respect. He's giving his kickbacks to the Tatalias. Needs to be taught a lesson.
So here is one of the main side quests in the game, which is the Extortion of Businesses. There's like a certain level that you can't go past when you put on pressure on the store clerk. With store clerks, you can like fling them to the side and then talk to them, and it skips the dialogue for them. I'm really glad one particular thing didn't happen here. If the goons spawn too close to that guy over there, oh, it actually takes a very long time. Okay. Guess we're gonna have to start over. So that's a very finicky dialogue skip that I just missed. Some dialogue skips work in a way that you have to like fling people instead of actually trying to. And I missed it again. Feels bad, man. Okay, I'm just gonna like talk to him next time. Yeah, can you like... Okay, thanks. Pretty sure nerves are getting to me, but it's whatever. Okay. So we're not gonna stand here forever. So this is the dialogue we were trying to skip.
Okay, I don't want no trouble.
I don't like cheapskates.
So you can also bribe police in this game.
Maybe we'll see each other around sometime, huh?
And this is what they try to show you in this dialogue here. It
Jeez, what took you so long?
saves like 13 seconds
Hand it over. See?
over
I told
just
you
talking
this
to him.
was interesting, huh? I want you to meet up with a friend of mine, Paulie Gatto. Show him this. That way he'll know you're a friend of mine. I gotta go.
Okay, so now on to the next mission. This is the main RNG in this game, which is like basically where cars spawn and which car spawns where, because there are only 4 cars in the game, but we only really want to use 2. Which is the one you just saw now, and then there's another one which I call the Rolls Royce because it looks like it's basically one of those old cars. And that car I just mentioned, that's the fastest one in the game, but it doesn't spawn around. It doesn't spawn until after this mission.
Tea party. We got work to do. Now follow me. It's right around the corner. The Undertaker's daughter just got out of the hospital. She got beat up pretty bad by a couple of punks.
We gotta off these guys.
No, we're under orders. Just beat them up real bad. So keep you cool. I'll show you what to do.
So in this next mission, the combat system gets like a little bit I forgot the word. The combat system gets like they get a little deeper into it, essentially. But you can just aggro this dude, and he'll follow you into the cutscene trigger.
Well. Looks like there's nobody home in this one.
Nah, he's down there. Maybe you can use
And that finishes up the mission.
Oh, you know you ain't gonna do it again.
Gee, should have learned to treat the dames a little nicer, with a little respect. Now it's too late. Good night, sweetheart. Come on, that's enough.
Okay, so in this load, you can already move, and if you like time it a little, you can already make it onto the street here. I do apologize for the keyboard noises. I forgot my headset recently at a friend's, so I'm forced to use the laptop mic. So here to give you a weapon, finally. I'm gonna explain the combat system. They explain shooting, basically, and the different buttons you use for free aim and not free aim. I'm gonna try to keep the honking to a bare minimum, but what honking does is like the cars on the road, they move out of the way, which of course gives us free reign to drive around. This is not Goose Game, but we honk all the same. When I'm doing runs, I usually spam like this. But I won't. I'll try to keep it to a bare minimum, as I said before. So here is... Oh, this is what happens when I don't honk. But yeah.
There's an alley over there where you can keep an eye on the meeting. Now, if anything happens, get out of there fast and find
Honk more for the memes. Gotcha. Scare everybody away with my honks.
Io capito che non sei contento più con la famiglia Corleone. Capace che vuoi cambiare. Ti vuoi mettere con me?
Pas des heures de son bon.
$50,000.
I like the fact that you're here, Beater. On Monday, there's a Mafia run
D'accordo. Va bene.
going on, which everybody should check out, by the way.
Grazie.
Yup. Yo, Jake. Thank you for the good luck. So there's like another shootout in the back, but you can just like run to the front and shoot this guy in the face, and then you're basically done. And depending on how fast you find one of these, you save time. That car wasn't there before. So this is the first big police chase. And of course that happens. So this car is also very flammable. Yeah, it's quite unforgivable. Has to happen in a marathon run, of course. Okay, Nick, focus. So our mentor
Monk, something terrible's happened.
They ain't not on the telephone.
is dead.
All right, I'll meet you.
When?
Barbershop on March Street. I'll meet you down there this afternoon.
But
I can't make it sooner. Just keep your mouth shut, all right? I'll see you later.
6:30 p.m. tomorrow. Isn't it Sunday now? Did it like it's Sunday night for me. So this is the first free roam section of the game. We'll be doing some extortions. Is it Saturday, really? Am I like Pepega? And we're doing some extortions. We're also going to stock up on ammo and throwables, such as dynamite and mollies. Time zones are a myth, okay. I hear you. What we're also doing is we're blowing up this safe so that we can Who's Molly? Molly is our fiery friend.
You were looking for more stopping power.
Gonna buy the pistol. There's also like a bunch of weapon upgrades in this game, so every weapon that you see throughout the game can be like upgraded, like I think like 3 times. So that's also something pretty cool. So now we're here to come in. Now we're here for Molly's.
saving this for you.
Oh shit!
And then we're probably here for like the most recognizable gun from like gangster films and whatnot.
Business now.
The Tommy gun,
I think you're gonna like this.
Oh shit! I didn't know they were coming.
which is probably my favorite basic gun in the game. My favorite upgraded gun is the Street Sweeper, which is basically a sawed-off shotgun, but like a very broken one essentially. We're done with the free roam section basically of the game. Now we just upgraded in shooting and health accordingly, since we do need the shooting for the next part. And now it's just like a waiting game for a bit. We got warped. Okay. So sometimes when the game doesn't know where to put you after you get out of a car, that happens. And yeah, now it's just a little bit of waiting around. So what we're waiting for is a phone call, but that phone call happens at 1 a.m. for some reason. Because then payday happens. So yeah, we basically have some time to kill, I guess. Maybe I can go. Is that not where I'm supposed to go? Or am I like Pepega? I think I might be Pepega. Okay, please don't get out of the car. We'll hate that. Alright. Just went for a little drive, I guess. Oh, this is where I was supposed to go. Whatever. Now we don't have time anymore. I wanted to go by ammo for snub nose. But there is no more time. So this is like the weakest gun in the game, but weirdly enough it's also the most accurate one, so I tend to use this one the most over the pistol, which has more bang for its buck, but is technically less accurate. And there's our phone call. Wait for the pickup truck to move.
You know him? I'm supposed to meet him here.
Hey, relax. He went outside for a few. He'll be back. Take a seat.
Keep the car running. It's a work day. Keep your mind on a job. Hey, Francis.
Marty!
Over here. Hey, sis. How you doing? How's the old man?
Good. Most days, he's tired.
Aspetta, Fredo. I'm gonna buy some fruit.
Okay, Bob. Not a chance. What's up? Come on. Thank God. Luca's dead.
Luca, thank you very much. You're very kind. Merry Christmas.
Monka W.
No, be all right. Frankie, my sister, she's out there. Make sure she's okay.
So this is like the very first shootout section in the game. What you want to have happen is everybody dies in one bullet. But of course that wouldn't happen now. But it was rather quickly, so I'll still take it. What you want to have happen is you want to have that guy get out of the car, and then you want to basically shoot him as soon as he gets out. You don't want him to move.
Yeah, why?
He's been shot.
Oh, God. What happened?
It was a hit. I think the Don is dead. Hey, you gotta help me get my pop to the hospital. Get in. We'll follow the ambulance.
So apparently Don's still alive. Shock to me. First time I play this game.
We're gonna get to the hospital before my pop dies.
But following the ambulance is kind of boring. So we're not gonna do that. So this is basically an escort mission. I think it's the only one in the game, if I recall correctly. What happens is if the X leaves your minimap, you fail the mission. So with some waiting at a certain point and some slowing down, we basically get into the trigger at the bridge as soon as possible, because that's where the ambulance is heading towards. No clue why, because the hospital is a little further down there. Use this little shortcut. Yeesh, 5. Is that a Kappa pirate? Such a good emote. Okay. So here, you want to have this guy to talk. You want to get this guy to talk, but he doesn't like talking unless you spray him a little with the Tommy gun. We used to shoot him in the leg twice, but then he then he drops to his knees, and then it can happen that you use him as a human shield on accident, and then you fail the mission.
Keep going, man, hurry.
That was a very tight corner. I also broke the siren.
We need some help here. Let's get some help over here.
Hey, Fredo, what the hell happened?
Sonny, Pop, God damn it. Back away.
What's this guy, watching a movie? Get him out of here. Fredo, get your ass over here.
Hey, kid. Don't mind Sonny. It's just that seeing his pop like that. So what happened out there?
We got trapped on the bridge.
No, we're playing a video game, Sonny. Forehead.
Your consigliere.
Consigliere. Tom, what else did he say?
Very funny fourth wall break video game.
He said they were in an old diner in Brooklyn.
Christ. I hope Tom is okay. He's not the fighting type. We'll take it from here, kid.
Head on over to the compound.
So if everything went well, that car that we rammed into with the ambulance is still here, so we can just take it and move on. Yes, this is real Nikki. So now we're going to the infamous Corleone compound for another dialogue skip with our good friend Tom Hagen. We're gonna see this place a whole lot.
Salazzo kidnapped Tom, but Tom talked his way out. Let me speak.
Let me move this guy out of the way because he just wants to give you hit contracts, which we don't want right now. Then we go and upgrade 2 more points in shooting. I used to not do it, but I found it helps a little with the next mission, which is basically like as shooty as it's gonna get. If that's like a word, shooty. A very annoying dialogue skip, which I have practiced before this, but I also practiced the one that we lost like 40 seconds to. It's a very specific spot you gotta stand in. I guess not.
You think there's gonna be trouble? The police got the building under wraps.
Was it even the right spot? I guess not.
I don't trust them.
Probably not. So, you heard the guy. Gotta get him over to the hospital in Lily. I can't speak today, apparently. Oh. You would think we have to walk up the stairs, but just into that little pillar thing is enough. Sounds like a rapper's name, right? Lil Italy. Jesus. Really can't speak today, huh?
No. I want to send some bodyguards with him, all right?
He'll be all right. Salota knows he's a civilian.
All right. Be careful, huh?
Yes, sir.
Send somebody with him anyway.
Hi.
Hi. God duty, huh?
Yeah, you?
I'm here to see Marty. Listen, thanks.
I really appreciate this line.
Playing the damsel in distress, but I appreciate what you did.
Nothing you hate more than playing the damsel in distress, but here I am, playing the damsel in distress.
Hey,
Yeah?
I was thinking, maybe we should, you know...
No, we really shouldn't. But we will.
This is one of the only 2 dialogue skips that we cannot, dialogues that we cannot skip, rather.
He's upstairs, second floor.
Because we need this dude to open the door.
Get all this back when you leave.
And even if you try to time a grab, like, he punches you. Frankie is one of those dialogues that we have to like throw her for. Very important to pick up the gun over here.
I'm sorry.
Who are you? Who are you?
And Michael
If you try to, there's also a backup strat where you
I'm here to help.
also throw her, but you have to like grab hold of her a little first.
I don't know.
It's obviously faster to not do that and just get the fling.
Gotta get your girl out of here. There's a way out through the basement. Go find Tom Hagen. Tell him what's going on.
Hey, keep away from the front door. They may be out there already.
So I don't know if you saw, but there's a shotgun right here, which you're going to pick up.
There go more of them.
Okay. I died. I panicked. That's sad. Don't know why I panicked. my first shot hit the fucking wall, and I just... So that's what's supposed to happen. But I guess I have to die to showcase it. Okay, good. And then we shoot this right there, and then we don't have to worry about those two.
For saving me. I'll go get Tom.
Then there is two more. If I don't actually like have to shoot an entire clip into people, one point where being a bit chunky actually saves a little bit of time, because you block our friend Michael here from running out, because otherwise he runs all the way down. But if you're fast enough, you can also like catch him there. You don't necessarily have to make a chunky character.
I'm attorney for the Corleone family. These men are private detectives hired to protect Vito Corleone. If you interfere, you'll have to appear before a judge in the morning to show cause.
My card despawned? Oh, because I died. Makes sense. So we're gonna meet up with Clemenza here. Shoot open the window for a fast way to get in. Skip the dialogue that we need. Back into the car we go. So in this load you can also move, and you want to preferably make it to the door like I did. So we got a party going on here, kind of Monka TOS, but yeah. I'm gonna make sure that this is off our Christian Twitch channel as soon as possible.
Who do we have here? Huh? Bunch of celebrities?
You can actually do that.
We'll see about that.
But I think we're like low level, so they'll like turn us down and shit.
We're here, darling.
I think I need to take you in for interrogation.
But the police is already here, Beater.
Something's gotta be done.
So we can shoot our friend over here. Open the door, and this is like a stealth part, but we can confuse the timer essentially that's running here. And if we get like caught, if we get like seen a second time, it just does that, and they start being unfriendly. But we shoot that guy. Oh, think I might get stuck on this part now. Okay, I didn't. So after some questionable movement, we make it up to the roof, and we gotta make it look like an accident. That's what the mission said. So that's exactly what we're gonna do.
He was drunk. He fell. It was an accident.
So now we gotta make it out onto the street. The blonde over here actually tells you where to go, but it doesn't really matter because we know already and we can just go there. Hopefully, ooh, that's actually very nice of you, video game. So that doesn't happen very often, that like a very fast car spawns here. There are actually like two over here as well.
Stay away from me.
So that's gonna save us a little bit of time. Take both of them. I wish I could. I mean, this also has like a chance to despawn at the compound, so we're not out of the wood. We're not out of the woods yet. So we can't just like drive inside of here. We gotta like park it kind of like perpendicular with the pillar over there.
No more. Not this time, consigliere.
And then our lumberjack over here can sit down on the conversation with Sonny and Tom.
Father wouldn't want to hear this. This is business, not personal, Sonny.
They shot my father. That's business, your ass.
Even the shooting of your father was business, not personal, son.
Business will have to suffer, all right? Listen, Tom, do me a favor. There's no more advice on how to patch things up. Just help me try to win this thing, okay?
Hey, son. We'd like you to become an associate to the Corleone family. We can use a man of your abilities representing us out on the streets. The point I want to stress to you, though, if you're going to be one of our associates, is the power of negotiation, okay? Even with the way things are now, especially in times like this, use your head. A lawyer with his briefcase can steal more than 100 men with guns.
Hey, kid, listen. Believe me, if you ever have 100...
What does chat think about this?
Whatever you do, don't trade them in.
Who wins? A lawyer or 100 guys with guns? Tom doesn't seem like a very smart guy to me. Hey, my car's still there. So now we get to go to a different part of the game. Now we've been in Little Italy for quite some time. As you can see, we're moving on to Brooklyn. Wait, is Daredevil actually a lawyer? Was that like a thing? I mean, in that case, the lawyer wins, obviously, but... What if it's the lawyer from that DS game? I forgot his name. It's like something Ace Attorney. Phoenix Wright, yeah.
It was Paulie Gatto who set up the Dawn. You're gonna whack.
What if it's that guy?
We're gonna put his mind to ease first. Then I'll give you the signal. You'll know when it's time.
I got you. I can do it.
Good. You'll be making a better living after today. Here he is. Come on.
Maybe I wish I did. Just maybe.
Hey, sit on the other side.
That Sonny's running wild. He's thinking of going to the mattresses already. We gotta find a spot over on the west side. You know any good spots on the west side?
Yeah. I think about it.
Well, think about it while you're driving, will you? Pull over here.
So, to get back on track with the story, as you heard Clemenza say, the guy who's driving right now, he's the one who set up the Don. So we gotta whack him, as he said.
Paulie's going down today. But there's this thing we got to clean up first. A bar around the corner.
I don't even have to say anything, dude.
Go upstairs.
Clemenza got it.
And the dynamite I stashed up there.
You gotta rub him out.
Shooting at me, all right?
So with some good movement, you can make it before Paulie, as it is like as I did here. And we skip this dialogue. And there's usually a shootout at the bar. That we do here. That would be the casual strat. It's basically like running inside, shooting one dude, plant this bomb over there. But we can also throw it inside of here. We can also throw it through the wall and rub up against the window over here, and we get into the next cutscene. We're really glad that that trick didn't fail. I mean, it's not hard. The like quote unquote casual strat. This only saves like 10 seconds, I think. Maybe 15 if you're really fast. For this part, we gotta use the pistol because Snub isn't really accurate from far. And what we gotta do is we gotta follow Paulie inside. And, oh, okay, thanks Paulie for shooting that.
You just don't know when to quit, do you?
And then you're like supposed to like follow him, but if you're accurate enough, you can just shoot him from over here.
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli. Christ.
Directed by Michael Bay.
Rocco, I asked you to bring us a car, not the entire fucking police force.
They picked me up on the bridge. I couldn't shake him.
Christ. Let's get out of here. Kid, you drive.
Take us back to Paulie's apartment. We got some cleanup to do.
So we got some corners to cut. That guy deserves a pay raise for standing in that spot. Okay, I'm not getting sandwiched. I already ate the day. And now we get Paulie's apartment, which we actually don't see ever again. Fast car? Fast car? Nope. Guess not. Maybe over here. No. Okay, there's one over there. This is kind of bad RNG. I'm gonna do that once. I might actually do it like tomorrow or a week. Maybe it's 24 hours. Maybe that is something I can do during a 24-hour stream. I am planning. So this is the fastest car, and it's like the fastest car by a long shot. There are 4 different cars in the game, so there's not a lot of variety, which is good, I guess. But this car is definitely like the rarest. Also, it sacrifices bulkiness for speed. So if you get unlucky with car crashes, or like you run into things a lot because you're driving as Pepega, then you are going to set this car on fire pretty quickly. The pickup is the tankiest, but it's also like the slowest. And then it goes, like, basically, like, the sleeker the car is, the faster it goes. Here the game doesn't really tell you where to go. The phone's ringing though, and if you pick it up, you can hear Monk going like, "Hey, you want to go for drinks?" Like, like in GTA 4, kinda, except it's an old ass phone. Very clean parking. Monk's over here. Skip his dialogue. This is like the fastest, one of the fastest dialogues in the game. It's like 7 seconds if you don't get that skip. Because after he says, hey, let's go get drinks. Like, you can basically skip the rest of it. Which they shouldn't have let you done, because then you would find out some really important backstory to the rest of the game. So, after we hurry ourselves to the compound, comes like the most, I want to say, like, iconic mission in the game, probably because it has like the iconic scene in the movie. this dialogue skip is also different in the sense that you gotta get up behind Tom and then you want to go for the grab. This dialogue skip used to be insanely hard and insanely finicky, and I'm actually the one who figured out you could skip him. It only saves 20 seconds, but those 20 seconds really, like, they mattered. They mattered a lot to me.
And I'm gonna run him out of the business. And let me tell you,
I had a very weird, basically random setup for it. But then we figured out that it's pretty free if you're one quick enough and to approach him from behind.
now you get the hell out of here. And if that Goomba tries any rough stuff, you tell him I ain't no band leader.
Knowing that
I heard that story.
Thank you for dinner and a very pleasant evening. Car could take me to the airport.
knowing that there are dialogue skips that save 30 to I think almost 50 maybe. It's like it's not a lot in comparison. This is like the mission with like the least like skips in it, like quote unquote skips. This is basically fast casual because you gotta be crouched all the time pretty much.
Just gotta find a way around the house. Come on, follow me. There's his horse. Costs Walt's a mint, and he's more attached to it than he is to his own prick.
So I says to the guy, big mistake.
And what did he do?
What do you think? He took off running.
Just like that.
There's a one thing we do in here that kind of saves some time, but it doesn't really. How do I put this? It doesn't save time all the time. If that makes sense. It's like very specific movement combined with what we're gonna do right here. So it's very important to like run past here because otherwise Rocco just won't know what to do. And he'll just like stay there. I have no idea why he pulled out his gun.
Come on, let's get to the stables.
That has never happened before, but I guess it happened now.
Just gotta find a way around the house.
Got a case of that classic marathon luck going on.
There's his horse. Costs Walt's a mint, and he's more attached to it than he is to his own prick.
So I says to the guy, big mistake.
And what did he do?
What do you think? He took off running.
Just like that.
We need to get past the guards. Quietly. This way. Come on! Hey, through here. Shh. There's a guard.
So I think I was like off with like the distance on trying to choke him, I guess, and that's what caused him to pull out his gun. I don't know.
out front and keep an eye peeled. It's gonna get noisy in here.
This is where the game introduces the garage to you, so they give it in your hands every time. Wait, why are you out there again? Where are you staying? What is going wrong today?
Let's find that bedroom. You lead the way.
So you like wait here, and then that dude aggroes to you, and you can choke him out. It saves a little bit of time because then if you don't do that, you have to wait for him. The next guard is the only one we use the garrote for, and it's because the maid here is very easily spooked.
I love the way you do windows. What are you doing later tonight?
I'm busy. I have things to do.
Wait for him to turn around, and then we get behind him. What I like doing is I like looking at the random names the name provides for enemies. Oh, it's very funny. And I think this is gonna happen too, where like Rocco and the maid, they see each other like clearly, but it like the maid doesn't really care. She just lets them move on.
Got the door.
So after failing the easiest mission in the game twice, we finally moved on from it. Get to see the end result of our little escapade. So now we're back into the compound. I'm gonna check for a faster car, which we did get. So I'm glad. I think we also forgot to upgrade 3 in fighting, which would have helped in the last mission. Because that increases it decreases your choking, like the speed with you choke somebody with. And it also increases intimidation. It also increases like intimidation by, I think it's like 30% or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think I'm right. I also completely forgot to look for a faster car around here, but there's one right over here, which I am going to take. Because we need this faster car. Because it's going to stay with us for the next mission, which has a driving section. Their big dialogues kept coming up, and we kind of nail it, which is nice. This one saves like 40 seconds or something crazy like that. I don't know how you get mod. Ask the mods. Okay, so for some reason we have to park our car here instead instead of like perpendicular to the pillar.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Louis' restaurant.
It's perfect for us, Pete. They got an old-fashioned toilet, you know, the box and the chain thing. We might be able to take the gun behind it.
Nay, I want somebody good. And I'm talking very good to plant that gun. I don't want my brother walking out of that toilet with just his dick in his hands. All right?
The gun will be there. Hold it where it's taped. I need you to take this over to Louis' restaurant and hide it behind the toilet.
You can count on me.
Good, good. Get going. You ain't got much time.
So everything went according to plan, and we still keep our car. I thought I was gonna squeeze in between that. I was wrong. Also, maybe something funny to add. With any other car but this one, running over people is actually slow because when people are dying, they have like collision with the car essentially. They like slow you down. But with this car is so fast that you can actually like pass them most of the time. Not that I'm like, you know, intentionally running over people. Or am I? So here's like another sneaking mission, but we are rebels. And we're gonna just like end up talking to this guy. Beat him. And then he opens the door for us. And if we go fast enough, we get the... We basically don't have to worry about those two dudes.
Io voglio pace.
Come si dice. What I want, what's most important to me, is that I have a guarantee no more attempts on my father's life.
What guarantees could I give you, Mike? I am the hunted one. I missed my chance. You think too much of me, kid. I'm not that clever. All I want is a truce.
I have to go to the bathroom. Is that all right?
You gotta go, you gotta go. I frisked him. He's clean.
Don't take too long.
What makes you say that, Peter? So there is like another shootout over there, but just get out of the restaurant, get in the car. Very unfortunate.
Take me over to the docks. There's a ship waiting for me.
Sometimes the mob rents NASCAR drivers to do their chasing. So usually you want to cut that corner really tight, but as you got smashed into,
We made it. I'm gonna be gone for a while, so keep your head down. And, thanks.
You're safe.
I won't forget it. You can count on that. Sonny will help you out until I return.
Give me the keys.
okay, so after that debacle, we're on the road again because we're gonna be an actual made guy now, PogChamp. So far, we've only done odd jobs for the mob. We were like an enforcer, right? But now we've gained the Don's trust by helping his son to safety. Because if you weren't following the story, Michael over there is like the son of like Marlon Brando, basically. Au contraire, my friend. This game can be quite stressful because like they're like basically like I want to say like 70% of this game is dialogue skips. If you want to be as fast as possible, and they're like in the very late game still too.
There is nothing more important to a man than his family. These men of honor.
So they can like mess you up if you're trying to go for a good time. But at first it was quite relaxing, yeah.
I now invite you to be reborn.
Oh, you, Flo.
Yes, Godfather.
You are now one of our qualified men. You omini qualification. Please, introduce yourself to your brothers.
Hey, hotshot.
Good for you, Gentan. Glad you're on our side.
I like how everybody's in like a suit in one way or another, and then I have no knowledge of that. So now the game kind of doesn't tell you what to do, but like I guess it kind of does tell you, like you gotta meet Frankie. But if you pick up the phone in the Falcon Eye Club, which is what I wanted to say basically, you can hear her on the phone saying, "Hey, like, are you coming down to the apartment?" But we don't need to. We don't need to answer the phone. We just know Bay is home alone. Yo, Wraith. Thank you for the good luck. Is it actually a speedrun of eating a can of Pringles?
Hey, hotshot. Glad you could make it.
Christ, they're after me. Get out of here.
Let me go!
So there's another shootout here,
Hey, asshole. We got your broad.
which we can just run through because this guy knows what we gotta know. So after swift cock blocking, we gotta go drive to her brother, explain what we did. Oh wow, nice driving. We were not doing anything. We got interrupted. That's why I'm here.
We'll get her back, punk. Come on. She's not part of this, for God's sake. She'll make it.
So, what I know, and what you guys don't know, is that we gotta drive to Brooklyn now. But some mobsters are gonna make that hard for us. Because nothing can go easy in this game. Maybe you know, don't assume. I mean, maybe you know, maybe you don't know. I'll remember that. So far this drive is going pretty well. And usually when a drive is going pretty well, they kind of chase you far up the bridge. Usually they stop when you like go down, but for some reason when you make it here rather quickly, they get salty. Now we're almost where we need to be at. I think I also like forgot to upgrade in health. So let me do that real quick. Because we're gonna need it for the next part. So we throw the stick dynamite over there. And we wait for people to get shot.
Sweet girl, you better say some prayers because God has forgotten about you.
And then we make it over here. It's possible to run all the way up there without actually shooting at anyone. but it's rather difficult.
Oh, God.
Where were you?
I got you now, honey.
Why didn't you come? Don't let go.
I like the subtitles for a second there. Oh wow, they went back to how they were immediately. Feels bad, man. A very good car spawn. On the contrary, Razak, we're out for revenge now. We're gonna find the bastard that shot her. But before we gotta do that, there's quite a long drive up to Hell's Kitchen because Sonny's over there. And he couldn't have just like you couldn't have met up in Brooklyn, or could have told me along the way. No, gots to drive over there. So it's very good we got the fast car right away. So a lot of this is just like NYC traffic simulator. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Vivega, you, Nick. So there's like a whole interrogation thing here, but at the end of the day, he's not gonna tell you anything anyway. So you can just like push him to the limit, and we will just like get to the next cutscene like that.
Listen, I really gotta thank you. You know, for being so cooperative with us.
I die before I speak.
Here's nothing. No, my friend. You've been very helpful. You might be in the door. What key? I told you nothing. The tires are gonna cremate that son of a bitch at that funeral. Bruno will be there.
Debated. So, after that interesting cutscene, get back into our trusty Rolls Royce and we'll roll out. We're a true one-man army. I did mention I was gonna keep the honking to a bare minimum. As you can hear, I lied. No dude over here, but there is a dude over there. So, next up, there's a little bit of an arbitrary skip over here that we try to get, which we did get.
I killed your girl. Hell, I enjoyed killing her.
It's called Fast Bruno.
Massimo killed this guy.
We basically make Bruno get stuck on the little table that's standing there, or like the tray, whatever. And what that does is it makes it so that we get to stand up before he's done with his voice line, and then we just get to grab him as he tries to run away. Rather. To subvert expectations. Have to make it interesting, Peter. So the game doesn't tell you where to go here, but I have a feeling we got something to do over at the compound. And I was right. So your car gets to stay if you park it over here. We don't know why either, but it does.
Kid, listen. Hey, not so rough.
Okay. So that dialogue skip saves like, I want to say 30 to 35. And I think the next one that we gotta do saves like 40. I think this is also the longest period of time we keep a single car in the game. Hello, cat. So my cat is crawling on top of my desk at the moment. We cannot have that. So I'm gonna have to ask you to leave, kitty. Laying down on top of my hand. You should see this. What's up with you, huh?
Come on, Sonny. We gotta ease up. Negotiate. You see? There. You see? That's where this Irish crap comes out. You know, ease up, take it easy shit. I mean, no disrespect, Tom, but an Italian consigliere would only listen to this negotiation shit if he had a sharp knife held on this guy's throat.
Sonny, you're my brother, but sometimes...
Oh, Christ, Tom, I'm sorry. Look, you know you're my brother ever since the day I brought you home.
Did you know there is actually an emote like that, the Vega driving? It's pretty good. So, next dialogue. Skip, which went very smoothly.
Alright, come on, let's get the fuck out of here. This life, you know, our life, you're not gonna get any medals. They just put you in a river. God knows where. Anyway, this is not a hero business, kid. You don't shoot people from a mile away. Shoot
I think I also have the pig aim.
You gotta stand right next to them. Blow their heads off. Sometimes their brains, they spill all over your soup.
Oh no, cat.
How about that, kid? How you like that?
Any further time lost, I blame on my cat wanting attention.
Here's the fucking plan. Find out who's supplying the joint and burn it to the fucking ground. That's my fucking plan.
I don't think I heard what your plan was. Could you repeat that, please?
Okay, we're here. You want to lead this charge or what? Tight.
You piece of shit. Think you can muscle in on my racket? Fuck you.
So we got our information that we needed. Now it's just a matter of making a year without any further time loss, which we did. So this drive either goes really bad or really good. There's like no in between. So I imagine something is gonna happen further down the line. So after some more shooting, get to make it up here so I can give my cat the attention he is asking for. Yeah, hello friend.
Before you set your goons on us.
I'll tell you what you want to know. We get supply from Midtown. Midtown, they're in charge.
Who's in charge? You got General Patton selling you tanks? What?
You're not far wrong. Guns. Lots of guns. Hell's Kitchen, an old war.
Holy hallelujah. Christmas.
There's more. Artie Manzarano. He's your pope down there.
Whoa, look at this. Big time Artie the Moose Manzarano. Hey, that's bingo for us, fellas. Didn't you always pulling some Cuneo strings?
So now you let me go, huh? It's business. Only business.
Oh, sure. You're absolutely right. Time to get out of the business, my friend.
Please. I have children. Little children.
Everybody loses something.
Okay. I'm gonna grab the health upgrade here because this guy can be rather annoying if he doesn't get shot nicely like that over there. So now we gotta upgrade. I would feel more comfortable with like one more point in health, but I'm gonna risk it, I think. Probably shouldn't though. Let's do it. That's usually the around the number of health you want to be at. So now I get to show off this little corner that you can cut. And now there's like a very hard shootout here, like one of the hardest in the game, basically. But we can just like drive around here and hopefully get into a position where we can just run up here and
Alright, another day, another $1.50. Gotta follow the river, see? You follow the shit upstream to where it's coming from.
Stepped in plenty of shit today, boss. No.
that's gonna be very hard.
I learned from the best.
So another mission passed. This one went rather smoothly, I'd say. Usually quite the opposite. But I'm on pace. So now we get to see this beautiful highway once more. We're actually at the end game. I think we're in like the last half hour of the game. I'm like, yeah, a half hour, 40 minutes, last 40 minutes, I'd say. I don't know if you guys heard my cat say hello, but you are getting a hello from my cat. I thought you were gonna say, you thought I was gonna say 10. Damn, I got you there, didn't I? Nah, if I could beat the game in 10 minutes, I would have a very good world record. Holy moly. Holy fish moly. With some fancy driving, you can just get out into the mission marker.
Come here, I got a good one for you. Geez, I sure hope you wasn't planning a vacation today.
I'm all ears.
One of your bank up in the Bronx handles all that dirty laundry. So we're gonna walk right in, and we're gonna take whatever the hell we like.
So in like Don's edition of this game, if I recall correctly, you actually get to like take over this bank. But in the base version of the game, you cannot. Hello, cat. You're gonna start complaining. I guess so. I can definitely recommend, even though I'm quite biased as a speedrunner, but I feel like this game is very fun casually. The speedrun has its issues, leaves things to be desired. I feel like it has a lot of playtime. Like you can clock a lot of hours into this game if you really want to unlock everything. Because there's different businesses to extort. There's like rackets behind those businesses. There's like hubs and warehouses that you take over. There's film reels. There's execution styles. There's the cop-outs of the rival families. There's a whole lot. Routing for the 100% category of this run is in the works. The 100% category of this game, rather, is in the works. So this mission, it used to be a run killer, pretty much, and it's very late into the game. But thankfully, we have actually found. Oh, and the reason why Pepega driving, the reason why it's one of the it used to be a run killer is because there's a very hard chase sequence there along the highway, and yeah, the mafia just basically rented NASCAR drivers again to do their chasing, and it's yeah, pretty impossible. So we just like drive around it and we don't get chased. It's like 15 seconds. Like, you lose 15 seconds by driving around, but I think you actually gain time by just, like, driving without... I think it cancels... Like, it has to at least, like, cancel each other out. The fact that you don't get chased here. So I messed up just a little bit. If you're fast enough, you can actually like make it here. Okay. So I am pretty fucked here. Okay, that's another very finicky dialogue skip. Oh, I died. That's annoying because I actually made it. And now I'm gonna be forced. Yep, I'm gonna be forced back. But thankfully, you don't actually leave the mission area. You get into this car. So usually those two just stand over there and they don't shoot you until later. Ah, and I messed it up now. That's, of course, what happens.
You know something. Otherwise, they'd have left you there.
Okay, I know that they were on their way to a club on the west side.
Okay. Third tries a charm? That's also what happens if you don't get that dialogue skip, like people start hanging out on the stairs for some reason. Nah, I'm gonna shoot him, I guess.
You know something. Otherwise, they'd have left you there.
Okay, I know that they were on their way to a club on the west side.
Probably what I should have done the first time. But usually it's just like a run and gun over to here. Upgrade our health. Seems the third try was actually a charm. So there's a little shortcut we use here. If you stay on the sidewalk with like max speed, you usually make it out of here before they set your car on fire. Where the fuck? Okay. I have no points to upgrade in health. Okay, guess we're just gonna die a bunch in late game. What the hell? So, you come in here, and this is where we bought the mollies for. And then we pick off the stragglers, which I don't see any of them anymore. So, we're done with the first floor. Then we go on to the second floor over here, and we throw our dynamite over there, and that takes usually everybody out. And if there's somebody alive, it's usually this guy in the back. So this mission went very poorly. I'm gonna pick up this Molotov over here. But we are done with it. Only thing we gotta do now is get back to the compound in time, which usually goes right. We gotta knock on wood here. If we spot a fast car, we want to take it. That was some very smooth parking. Just drive up to the front door, get out. And this is the longest cutscene in the game, barring than the one that we gotta watch at the beginning.
My wife is crying upstairs. I hear cars coming to the house. Consigliere of mine, I think you should tell you down what everyone seems to know.
They shot Sonny on the causeway. He's dead.
I want all inquiries made. I want no acts of vengeance. I want you to arrange a meeting with the heads of the 5 families. This war stops now.
I must have a strict assurance from Corleone. As time goes by and his position becomes stronger, will he attempt any individual vendetta?
Look, we are all reasonable men here. We don't have to give assurances as if we were lawyers.
I'm willing to do whatever's necessary to find a peaceful solution to these problems. But I have selfish reasons. My youngest son was forced to leave this country because of this Salazzo business. All right. And I have to make arrangements to bring him back here safely, cleared of all these false charges. But I'm a superstitious man. And if some unlucky accident should befall him, then I'm gonna blame some of the people in this room. And that I do not forgive. But that aside, let me say that I swear on the souls of my grandchildren that I will not be the one to break the peace that we have made here today.
Oh, there's a nice looking pickup here. Psych. So yeah, there's one of the like standard Corleone goons there that tells you to go to Michael because he has something to tell us. This is also the only other part where we can basically drive up to the front door and the car will stay there.
My friend, we've given you a good living, a lot of freedom, and now it is time to offer you more. My father has suggested, and I have agreed. From today, I wish you to stand at my right hand as my capo regime, Godfather. But not a word of this to anyone else. Tom is out as consigliere. Clemenza is to be given his own family, and other things are changing. We must move with the times until we become unchallengeable.
So we're making it up in the world, getting promoted to capo and shit. And as you can see, our car's still here. How does he get to be the right end of a capo? Nah, see, Michael's Godfather now. So we're capo now. Maybe it's just because we haven't changed our clothes. Ever thought about that? So now we're meeting Monk because apparently there's a snitch in our midst. And we gotta figure out who it is. But in order to do that, we gotta
So the FBI is holed up in the hotel?
Oh, I actually forgot to completely do something. So let me do that right now. So there's 3 upgrades in speed you gotta do here. because we're gonna need it for Barzini skip.
You go first. I'll cover you.
Which basically exists as just like running through like a bunch of people with guns. Which we are going to make. Hug us. So yeah, there's an imposter among us. Exactly.
Jesus Christ, Monk. Who is this guy? He's the snitch. He's the one.
Monk.
Put your guns down.
I'm glad I got that first try at least.
Jimmy, what the fuck are you doing here?
Michael sent me to help you guys out.
What are you fucking kidding me? We don't need no babysitter, Jimmy. This was our job.
Who pulled the trigger?
Come on, Jimmy. This ain't no quiz show. What's done is done, all right?
So who killed the agent? Was it you?
Nah, it was Monk. What do you mean, agent? I thought this guy was an informant.
He's a Fed. Michael, yeah, it's me. I'm here. You were right. It was Malone. There's a dead FBI agent here. Yeah, he pulled the trigger.
Oh no, it's Monk.
It's Michael.
Yeah, Kitty, did you hear? Yeah, Monk's the traitor.
Michael, what the hell is going on?
Monk's dirty. He just killed the agent that was running him.
Monk's the traitor, Kitty.
Cover his tracks because we were smoking him out.
So, what? You played some kind of game with me to set up Monk? I was the bait?
No, a suspect. We had to be sure. Now it's settled.
I like how my cat gets over the noise gate. Alright, so now we gotta get shot as fast as possible. Thanks. Because it despawns all the dudes on the floors. Doesn't despawn the dudes inside, but does deal with them. We get worst car luck. So all three of those cars have a chance to be one of these. And you definitely want the closest one to you to be the fastest one, obviously. Because we gotta go find Monk, track him down, but he's not very hard to find. Like, there's like an X where there's like an X on a map, so I don't know why he put it there, but hello, cat. Oh wow. Okay, I can't see again. Don't play with my earbud. My cat is sabotaging the marathon. He's taking over. Okay, we get into the marker. And we like kind of grab past this version of Monk because he has an evil twin in the bar over here, apparently. And we're gonna try to fucking... Oh no, that's bad. Okay, that's better. At least I think we're gonna make it. So that version of Monk blows up. Video's out. That's an F. You guys can still hear me, right? Oh god. Okay. So, if you can still hear me, we just finished the mission And now we're driving back to the compound. I also crashed into something. Okay, so we just crashed into some. We're driving back to the compound. We're parking our car in a specific spot, so that way we still get to keep it. And now we have another dialogue skip, which we kind of failed, but okay, good. But these two dialogues, like, they kind of override each other, so we get to drive off quicker, essentially. So you can save some time there, but it's not that big of a deal because both of them, like both of the dialogues, they kind of override each other, basically. Okay, so after a technical hiccup, we are back in the game. This is the second to last mission, so we're almost done. Be brave, chat. Be strong. Oh, fun times. Been a while since that randomly happened, but yeah, I crashed into a couple of things on the way. Okay. So we make it over here. Skip this dialogue, which kind of works weirdly. That guy likes shooting you a lot. Okay, we're gonna wait until we reload. We'll reload some more. And then we pull out our remaining Molotovs, throw them over here, and then throw one at the door, and then we're done with this mission. So apparently another betrayal happened to Don Corleone, and we cannot stand for it. So we throw a Molotov at the door he's hiding behind. And find a fast car, because we need this bad boy for the last mission. There are 17 main missions in the game. And I would say this is the hardest mission, but I feel like I feel like one mission before it is harder because of strats. I feel like a mission before it is harder. Change of plans, to be exact. It's like 5 missions ago, I'd say, if I can count. Which I'm still not really sure about. broken again. Rip. Okay, so we're driving to the church because that's where the mission marker is. I forgot the exact spot where I was supposed to park my car. It's behind a lamppost because that's where it stays. We're into the last mission marker. And we're walking, we're like meeting up with Michael at the graveyard.
Are you ready for today? Because today, we'll set
And
a course.
Michael is telling us to meet with Clemenza in Midtown.
Clemenza, waiting at the flower shop in Midtown. He will help you with what you need to do.
Which is exactly what we're going to do.
It's our destiny. I know you won't fail.
My cat is also like sitting right on top of my earbud, which is kind of unhandy at the moment.
Did you see that?
Okay, cat. Some one-handed driving from your boy? Okay. Yeah, because I was talking about how easy it was. I think my cat heard me. After our spectacular entrance, we... I don't know, I'm more of a cat person.
We're gonna take down Strachey. He's got a room there. Watch for Strachey coming out. Talk to him. Follow him into the elevator. He thinks you two are going for a little meet.
And the opportunity arose to get a kitty, so I did. Also, I live in an apartment, so like having a dog is kind of like unhandy. As with a cat, like you can just keep him inside, right? So, if you did not know before, you know now. This is a complete takeover of all crime in New York. Did we like forget anybody here? We did not. So everybody's downstairs now. And I think that was everybody, yeah. So now our fat friend over here is going to wait. Our fat friend over there is going to tell us where to go next, which is to Hell's Kitchen to meet up with Willie. Because the next Don we gotta take out is Cuneo.
I do renounce them.
No, I'm big boned. He's fat. We usually keep to 1 or 2 health upgrades. I usually keep to 1 or 2 health upgrades just because this mission can screw you over if you don't have health, because there aren't really any health upgrades along the way. you used to be able, like, in the early game, you just heal from leveling up, but that doesn't really happen anymore in this mission. So yeah, you are dependent on those last 2 health upgrades, I'd say. So after some more spectacular parking and another crazy dialogue script from you, boy, we're on the way to White Cuneo.
So you can see the action start. Watch for body movements. They'll be watching for you.
You gotta do some twists and some turns. But eventually, we make it at the hotel he's staying at, and I don't really like Willie's plan a lot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot both of these goons in the head. Reload my gun, and that actually spooked, if everything goes right, that actually spooks Don Cuneo to be over here. Alright, I gotta, like, move in. I don't know what happened over there. Okay. But there we have it. So that, like, prevents the whole shootout. You gotta, like, wait for everybody, and then you gotta shoot everybody inside. And yeah, this definitely saves some time. So you spook Don Cuneo to hide over there, then you go shoot him, and if you're fast enough, you can actually, like, wait for your buddy to come help you. And I'm not finding a fast car. Okay, I did find one. It's good. We're good again. Hog us. It was kind of far away. This is probably, like, the wildest chase ever. Like, they just get real mad you killed their Don, which is kind of understandable but at the same time, like, they really shouldn't get this sweaty. Like, I'm just trying to play the game, to be honest. I'm trying my very hardest to not, like, crash into anything at the moment. That's also why I might be a little quiet. So goons, when they're on fire, they don't really care. Oh, okay. I'll take that time loss. That is actually fine. It's whatever. And this is usually where they stop chasing you? At least, I hope so. Okay, I was wrong. Okay, but they just crash into the bridge. Got it. The reason why I'm not upgrading in healthier is because there's like a health bottle that you can pick up at where the next Don is at. So now, coming up is the other only dialogue that you cannot skip because you cannot grab Rocco's character model for some reason.
You made it. You know where we're going, right? The Italian's shacked up with a hooker near here.
You mean you don't know where he is?
All I know is it's a backroom escort service. Gotta be near here. It's an honor,
I'm very much trying to heal up here. So, there's one dude here with the shotgun who's also very scary. Then, over here, there's the Don. Try to not kill the pretty lady. Rocco is being very nice. And now coming up, so you see, like, every time that we like kill a Don, there's like a cutscene. Not now with a skip found by yours truly, so that's why it's also called Dickie Skip. This is the only thing I personally found in the game where I'm like, okay, I'm taking credit for this, because what it also does, it skips the subsequent car chase that happens here, and it's possibly even wilder than the one that we did before. Also, I kind of want you guys to know that I probably wouldn't have mentioned that if I missed it. But yeah, it saves like, doesn't save a whole lot of time, but it's pretty funny that they like didn't make like the trigger wide enough. So now we're talking to Al over here.
We're gonna use this police car to get real close. When Barzini comes out, I'll try to take him down, but it might need your firepower as well. If he gets off the steps, hunt him down. This'll have the cops running from all over. Be ready to make a fast getaway.
Oh, I missed my exit. Another Pepega moment. There's something about this cop car that just makes me stupid. So we just take off. We run all the way around over here. Hopefully we don't get shot too much, because it's this dude we need to talk to.
I knew it would be you.
So the game tells you to execute him, but we can just like shoot him like that and hopefully not get shot to death. but probably still going to. That doesn't lose you a lot of time because for some reason the game spawns you in front of the fast car here. But preferably you do want to make it there. And now, this is like the wildest the police is ever going to get. I think I like misspoke myself when I said that was like the wildest car chase. This is probably like a little wilder, but it was relatively calm thus far actually, because we made it where we gotta be. Because after this timer runs down, after this timer runs down, the marker is going to spawn out there, and then after this cutscene, we are done with the run, basically. Wait, somebody's shooting me. Who is it? Oh my god, the Popo is here. Who is still here? Excuse you. Shoot our lads bullets in the air. Celebrate the finished run. We had our ups and downs, chat, but we made it regardless. Not sub 230, but I'm glad I finished regardless. Alright, so that was The Godfather. Okay, 232. I'll take that. That's still an underestimate. So I'm definitely glad. So yeah, thank you guys for like the support during the run. Thank you for the people over at Resort Fest for having me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You can take it over again if you would like.